All right, got some things I observed in your videos, and a big thing, especially on the higher pitch strings, was muting. So, what I'm hearing is as you would climb up, I'll try and recreate the sound here. You hear all that stuff ringing out, and for you, I was really hearing it when you got to like the top two strings, especially, but. It's like if you're not covering up the lower strings when they're not being used, they have a tendency to start vibrating and ringing out, and then things sound messy. So, got another video that has a lot of good close-ups, whatnot, to show how to mute things better. So, I want you to watch that and then start applying it to how you're playing. So, basically, like when you're on, playing on the low E string, your picking hand's not really muting anything, doesn't need to. But your left hand, your fretting hand, that does mute things out. So it was really like the index finger lightly touching all the unused strings is going to be doing the muting there. Now, when you're on the high string, though, index finger, the only thing that the index finger is now muting would be the B string because it's going to be muting adjacent strings. Picking hand needs to be resting on top of all the other strings. So I think what's happening is you got your hand too far to the right or too close to the bridge, and you're actually sitting in on the bridge, and then that stuff's happening. So it needs to be moved over. So this way it's not ringing out anymore. Great place to make sure, or a great place to pick to make sure you're in a good position to do that muting is right over the neck pickup. A lot of times you'll see I'm picking pretty close to it or directly on top of it. A lot of times I do it right on top. And a lot of people ask, well, how am I supposed to palm mute then? It's just a matter of going back and forth between the two spots. Just like, you move your left hand to change frets. Well, you got to move the right hand to change, picking positions to get the best possible sound. When you are changing from the high E string to the low E string, what I'm noticing is it's like you're trying to keep your wrist in one spot, and then you kind of like keep going higher and higher like this. So the way your pick is positioned on the high E string, as you work your way to the lower strings, it's like you're not allowing your entire arm to move and keep the pick in the same position, or have like the same kind of action. How do I want to say that? It's not striking the string the same way. Again, it looked like you were kind of like starting here. I know you got like this kind of backwards pick thing that you do. I know Sean Lane did the same thing. But then, yeah, as you get to the lower strings, it just seemed like you're just kind of doing this instead of moving everything so it looks the same every time. So when you're changing strings, the way you're picking the low E string, and like how the pick attacks the string, that's how it needs to look on the high E string as well. So we're doing stuff, we're going to go up the minor pentatonic shape. And you need to move your arm while you do this. So everything's got to move as a unit. So the way you're picking here needs to be the same as up here. And then when you're starting here, as you're going down, you have to move your whole arm as a unit to make sure the pick is hitting the string the exact same way every single time. Now, what'll end up happening, you can see that my pick will kind of go from here over to here. So it'll kind of change where on the string it's hitting, but the angle of the pick stays the same. That's the big thing. The angle of the pick needs to stay the same. So we're not going to try and keep the hand in one spot, because a lot of times people will like start here and then they'll just move the wrist down. So now the pick is hitting at a different angle, and we don't want that. We got to move everything so that's consistent. The other thing that I noticed was during the number 3, at 220 beats per minute, you started picking it different. at 220 beats per minute, instead of going down, up, down, down, up, down, you started going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're doing like this pause picking thing, which we don't want to do right now. We want to stick with strict. If it's a downbeat, we pick down. If it's an upbeat, we pick up. This way we develop really good, solid control with the picking. And like the pause picking thing, something like that, it has its place, but I like really waiting on that. Like I want to maximize or get the most out of, like I would say, standard or traditional kind of picking first, because we got to develop really solid control over everything before we start doing the pause picking idea. So if it's a downbeat, make sure you pick down. If it's an upbeat, make sure you pick up. So I'm assuming what happened was it was unintentional, and then your right hand just started doing that naturally because it was trying to compensate for the faster speed. So when for the new number 3, we're going to be on the high E string the whole time, and it's going to be like more constant on as far as like what you're playing. So when you do stop playing or the picking motion stops, it'll be on a quarter note at the end of the bar. So hopefully that'll start helping you get more used to the stricter alternate picking. The synchronization was good. So that was good to hear. But yeah, I think that's it before the playing here. But yeah, those are the things that I saw that felt needed to be brought up so we can make things better. Okay, so the new number 1, just going up that A minor pentatonic shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 3, 4. All right, number 2. So this one is going to be descending the 5th minor pentatonic shape. So go down 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 3. So off to the A note. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. All 3. So this is using the A harmonic minor. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. All right. So big thanks. Remember, make sure that all unused lower strings are covered by your picking hand so they're not ringing out. Make sure that your pick angle is the same on every string. So make sure you move your arm to maintain that same angle. And if it's a downbeat, pick down. If it's an upbeat, pick up. And there we go. All right. Any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again in your new videos.